and gentlemen, to knock on tonight for the Ballypickers Drama Group presentation of Big Maggie, a three-act play by John B. Kane. The cast in order of appearance: Maggie Poplin, Bernie Whelan; Old Man, Billy Gorman; Old Woman, Peg Crowe; Gert, Anne Drennan; Byrne, Ned O'Dea; Morris, Michael McAvoy; Mick, Cathal Gorman; Katie, Mary Scully; Teddy Healan, Christy Wallace; Mary Madden, Claire Coffey; and Mrs. Madden, Mary Lawler. The play is directed by Tim O'Gorman. Backstage we have Fran Mulhall, Billy Byrne and Tom Carr. The lighting is by Paddy MacDonald. Make-up by Celia Carl, Catherine O'Connell. Programme and posters, Audrey Gorman. A special welcome tonight to Mr. John Martin, Festival Adjudicator, and to all our friends from the various drama groups throughout the county. The act Connie Ryan is also involved in the make-up. It's a three-act play. The first act has two scenes, the second act also, and third act also has two scenes. Scene one for the first act is a graveyard in March. Scene two, Maggie's sitting room that night. Act two then, we have the first scene, Maggie shot 3 months later, and scene two is shot that evening. And the last act is the shot a year later, and the second scene in that is that very night. Special thanks to Avon Moore, to Kelly Brothers Abbey, Noel Dublin from Ballymakill, Tom Whale and Ballarone, and also our thanks to the Knock Hall Committee, Ballypickers Hurling Club, all those who loan props and costumes, all the ticket sellers, stewards, and anyone else who helped. The programme is sponsored by Cathal Super Value. And you're not to forget the buffet, supper dance and presentation of awards on Friday the 5th of March in the Collection Hotel, and the tickets are available from any of the committee members. Ladies and gentlemen, enjoy the show.
He was a good man, Maggie. He had a feeling, man had.
He got a speedy release, God be good to him, and that's the lot.
He went quick in the end, just the way he wanted it. The Lord be good to him.
He worked himself for spending 6 or 7 months in his sick bed.
That's the lot, all right. Make no mistake about it, we can't all go the way we want to.
We can't.
What age was he?
He was just turned the 60.
So that's never saw 60.
He got a good share out of it.
So that's never saw.
And a lot never will. We must be thankful for all things and accept the holy will of God.
We must. Well, I won't be keeping you now in case you're in a hurry.
I understand, Maggie. You want your own about you at a time like this.
Won't you go with me on the read?
I won't. But Mother! Don't put me now like a good girl. I'm not in the humour for it.
I just thought it was the correct thing to do.
You're too young to know what is correct and what is not correct. There's two things I can't endure in this life. Tis the likes of those two caterwauling about the dead. The other's the tumble clods on a timber coffin. I couldn't bear to go and join that gang around the trench and they trying to look sorry. But stay where we are till they put the last scraws on the grave.
Let's go and help the lane at the reed.
You will not. You stay where you are. Your brothers and sisters can do it. Not the reeds will do him any good now.
Oh, Mother, how can you say a thing like that?
That is the truth. God forgive me, it's a hard thing to say about my own husband. But 'tis what they'll all be saying in the pubs after the funeral. 'Tis what they all know. I'm not a trade moaner, Gert. I can't moan or go on or look for the arm of another hypocrite to support me.
was no saint, but he was my father. I'm going out to the grave.
If you stay where you are, I'll give you a smack across the puss. I've enough to contend with without my youngest desert me in my hour of need. Listen, the thumping has stopped. The grave must be half filled by now. It won't be long now until they thatch it with the green scrawl. Colburn there is on the verge of the crowd.
Mr. Barnes, Mr. Barnes. He's coming. They're laying down the scrawl. Morris and Mick are doing it. Katie is the reason around. She's left to do everything.
She's the only one he had any time for. He likes them saucy and she's all that. She'll be knocked out of her now though. I can guarantee you that.
Sorry for trouble, Maggie. You told me.
You look at Tuborn. I want a 6-foot high limestone monument 3 feet across, 3 inches thick.
That is not customary, Maggie.
What is it?
They generally wait for 12 months before putting up the stone.
Well, is it they that will be paying you or Big Maggie Paulson?
Oh.
I know I call Big Maggie. Well, easy.
Oh, you're the boss. When do you want it up?
You can start tomorrow.
Oh, I don't know. I can start on tomorrow. I can start on the Celtic cross the front in that week.
How long is Fonzie dead now?
Oh, she's been going on 14 months' time.
Seeing as he's waited so long, he can wait a few more days.
I don't know what that's now, ma'am. His commission will be.
Suit yourself. I'll get somebody else to do it if you don't.
Oh, I reckon I'll start on tomorrow.
Good. How much will that be?
Well, I can't say offhand now. There are a lot of things to take into consideration.
6 feet by 3 feet by 3 inches. You aren't a schoolboy.
What's the quarter of 18 feet?
4.5 feet.
4.5 feet.
For the honour of God, will you hurry up? It isn't the supermarket we're putting over him.
I will go on to wrong you, ma'am.
You won't, Burn.
I can't do it for a penny less than 70 pounds.
60.
And can't be done, ma'am.
60 quid.
Can't be done, ma'am. I don't want to wrong you, but I don't want to wrong myself either.
Cash.
Oh, no.
On the nose.
All right then, I take the 60 pounds.
Tis all there, Burn. There's no need to count it.
Ah, but I don't want to wrong you, ma'am.
The day you wrong me is the day you'll make me pregnant.
All the foreign, big and small, wouldn't do that, or couldn't do that. We'd need softer stone than you, Maggie.
Here's what you'll inscribe on it. Tis all laid out.
Walter Paulson died March 25th, aged 61 years. Wasn't hard to make out that.
Hard enough if you were me.
No charge for a bit more. Fill it out a bit.
That's the lot. There's no more to be said.
Well, no, Mr. That isn't for me to say. But they usually say, erected by his devoted wife and family, or by his loving wife and family, some such thing along those lines.
Is that a fact? Well, there's enough lies written on the headstones of Ireland without my adding to them.
I know honest men that died, Maggie, and they were storing me.
I don't doubt it. Will you give me a receipt like a good man? Are they finished yet?
Nearly. They're all kneeling around the grave, saying a decade.
Here's the receipt, ma'am.
Thank you.
Oh, one last thing. Which way do you want to face it?
Easy about that, Burn. As long as you don't face towards me.
Hey,
You didn't die now.
you couldn't hate a person that much.
I couldn't show it. It wasn't done, you know.
What's going to happen now?
That's none of your business. But seeing as you're so concerned, I'll tell you this. The first thing I'm going to do is call a meeting. This will be the right queer meeting. I'll be the boss, and what I say will go. There'll be no proposing or seconding. There's a shop and a farm to be run, and they're going to be run properly or not run at all. But that man that's buried there was any damn use. We'd all be millionaires by now.
Oh, come off it. There has to be money.
As for now. But he was insured for thousands. You know what, Nick? You're getting a bit too forward for my liking. I don't want any more guff out of you. In fact, I won't take any more guff from you. I didn't mean anything. You turn up like your father if you're not careful.
That's not fair. I always took your side and everything.
You did because you had to.
You're terrible.
Why can't you be honest and admit he always preferred Casey to you?
To you too.
How dare you say a thing like that to your mother? I could paint you a picture of your late lamented father that would really shock you. I rejected him utterly many years ago. But like all wives, I said nothing. Pride, ignorance and religion. Those were like chains around me. So I stayed put and I sang dumb. Are they finished over there yet?
I think they're about ready to come.
Wave at them so that they'll know where we are.
They see us. They're coming.
This is one place I won't be buried. I'll fix that shortly too. Yours is a bad enough bed without bedposts like these.
It's a very big funeral.
So we're there for the city delivery.
Absolutely.
Car. I'm in a double accident you can't me. That's the wrong way to come for a funeral.
Maybe he was a commercial traveller. He knew a lot of them, you know.
Oh, I tell you, it's a professional man.
Was that the man in the grey coat?
I everything.
Did you fix with the grave diggers
That's all settled.
and the undertakers?
Paid in full. Here's your receipt.
They were finished here. What's keeping the other one?
Here she is now.
Well, in the honour of God, will you dry your eyes and don't make a show of yourself?
I was trying to cry when my father is dead.
As long before this you should have cried for him.
Maybe I did.
I can see you're going to be a problem.
Is it a sin to cry?
Bladder is near your eyes, I'm thinking.
Take it easy, Lexi. It will be noticed.
At his long before this we were noticed. Maybe now that he's out of the way, the two of you will turn into men. It's long enough you stood back from him.
That's not fair.
You let him blackguard me. You were no man that you didn't draw out and level him.
He was a big man.
Wasn't there two of you?
Oh, let me out of it. I would never want to come between a husband and wife that I know my own father and mother.
Let him abuse me.
You were well able for him. Anyone that abused you wound up second in the long run.
I've a good mind to give you a clatter of my handbag.
I wouldn't recommend it.
Wait till I get you home.
It was never a home, ma.
Your father saw to that.
Oh, come on, for the love of God. We haven't stopped squawking at one another since he died.
Maybe now that it's out of the way, we might turn into some sort of a family again.
That's a terrible thing to say.
You were a great one always for closing your eyes to the dirt under your feet.
I know it is a very courageous line of chatter. Now that he's safely out of the way.
I'm warning you, mister, hold your tongue. There's a few changes coming shortly that might not altogether appeal to you.
The king is dead. Long live the king.
Oh, that's it. Say your piece now, because believe you me, there's a time coming and you won't have much to say for yourself.
What are you going to do? Lock me in, is it?
There'll be no need for that. You were always used to the good times. We'll see how good you are when they've been taken away from you.
This is a terrible way to be conducting ourselves out here in public.
Ah, come on away. We can't be wasting our day in idle talk. We've a shop to open.
You're not going to open the shop today. Surely to God.
Why not?
He's only after being buried.
Not another word out of you, madam. Come on.
Excuse me.
What is it now?
I was just wondering, would you have any notion of where the grave of Maggie is?
I've
There's no stone over.
There I've no idea, but sure, some one grave as good as the next. It's the thought that counts.
Mrs. Podman. Mrs. Podman.
Who's that?
It's Crawford's traveller.
You Heelan.
Yes, Teddy Heelan.
Nice time of the day to be showing up for a funeral.
Better late than never.
Terribly sorry I'm late, Mrs. Podman. Sorry for your trouble.
It was good of you to come by.
I had to break a journaling. It was only the accident I heard about it. I was on my way to Limerick and I pulled up to get some petrol. And the next thing you know, the tenant said Walter Paulson was dead. I hardly believed him. Sorry, Teddy.
I know that, Teddy. It was nice of you to come.
Twas the least I could do. Sorry, girl.
Thank you, Teddy.
Will you take this? Thanks.
Actually, we have to be going. We were just leaving as you arrived.
Sorry again, Mrs. Paulson. If I'd known, I'd have dropped everything to be here in time.
We know that, boy.
If there's anything I can do, anything, do not hesitate to ask. We'd better be going. Listen, I have the car outside. I can bring some of you down if you like.
I think I'll go with you.
So will I. That is a good truth, Teddy.
Oh, there's plenty of room.
No, Katie. You can go with your brothers. Gert and I will go with Mr. Heelan. I've a few things to settle in town. That's if you don't mind waiting while I look after my affairs.
I have all day, Mrs. Paulson.
Good. That's settled then. Let's get it out of this place.
I'm not sure that I care for that fellow.
Shut up, you're just jealous of him.
Well, you're the one who wanted to go with him.
They say he was right bored, master.
I wouldn't know about that.
Oh, come on. We'll stop driving each other for 5 minutes.
No sign of her anywhere.
Sure, maybe it's not here she's buried at all.
Are you coming, Katie?
Coming. Here's our Mr. Burns. He knows all about the graves around here. Ask him and he'll tell you.
Thank you, miss. We'll do that.
And don't forget to say a prayer for my father while you're praying for Molly Gibbons.
Because out about it, where he left a mighty strange liquor behind him.
That last one isn't the worst of them.
No, there's been a spirit there.
Maggie Pulpin is a dab hand at breaking spirits.
Oh, good day to you, Mr. Byrne. Oh, good day, folks. Fine funeral, considering. Yes, considering. The say he left her comfortably. Oh, there's no shortage of money. The shop does a good business. And that's as good a farm as ever threw up a cow.
He's a hard man.
I was plenty harder. He got away with it. You know, he was a man I personally liked. She was wrong for him. She married him for security. He was fond of a woman now and again, or that's what to say.
By the way, you weren't. That's if you ever got the chance.
Who was without fault, sir?
He got his own way on. That's what happened to him. He had the money and he had the appearance. And we use those two, you get the opportunity. I was still liked him. She was wrong for him. Another woman might have been a better fit for it. It's a mistake to fight fire with fire.
What made him turn from a fine woman like that?
I wish Mrs. would tell me what turns them on. I've known honest men, upright men, sane men and sober men, and every one of them sooner or later would say like a rogue of a dicky, if you'll pardon the expression. And he drank too.
I just say he drank, all right.
Oh, a bottle of whiskey, no matter, and before the breakfast.
Whiskey,
Or after it.
whiskey and women. Sure invoices for a coffin.
Still now, you must admit that he sired a noble share of likely men.
Oh, don't I know it? Didn't I see his red hair and big jaw on several here today? And he couldn't keep a servant girl in the house, you know. Oh, that's gospel. Like I said, there was no standing there for that man, if you've heard me saying so, man.
And he left a hard woman behind him.
Ah, she was always his fault. Was the world hardened her? I remember her a handsome girl. He was a good catch at the time.
She's no sack of oats now.
Oh, she's nicely preserved, all right, I won't deny that.
Why did he turn from a fine woman like that? Why? Why?
Did God know what he was doing or didn't he?
God knew. God knew.
Well, right, Charlie, I've heard of that later.
As wise as ever. I do often say to myself, why do people be so slow to kiss goodbye to this goddamn world of eggs and pigs and puke and eggs?
Robbery and hypocrisy and murder from one end of the day to the other.
Life is the grimmest loan of all, my friend. Interest is too high in the end.
It's the cross of man. Life is.
There'll be thankful to be learning or so.
Hey, listen here to me.
Yes.
Would you by any chance know where the grave of Molly Gibbons is?
Which Molly Gibbons now? Was it the Molly Gibbons that was captured by Donald Summers? Or was it the Molly Gibbons that was housekeeper for Canon McIntosh, the private?
Oh, it would be the Canon's housekeeper.
Molly Gibbons that was housekeeper for the Canon. Down there at the left-hand corner, you'll notice a wild rose bush with a cypress alongside it. Molly is Welsh, between the two.
We're thankful to you.
Oh, for nothing, man.
Well, listen, we promised a prayer first for the man now that is just behind her, because I fancy he won't be getting too many.
Well, no, I do be here most of the day myself and could count in the one hand the number that come to pray. Well, for the man that's gone down under now, well, he has no more prayers to get. And from the cut of the widow, I'd say she won't think until she enters the next world herself. So,
And good luck, sir.
So,
oh, good day now to you both. Limestone. Still a fine block of stone. That will be there when it's rotten. That will be there when it's forgotten. May the Lord have mercy on the poor man's immortal soul.
I'm dying to hear all.
I wish I could be so cheerful.
I suppose she's going to tell us now.
But she can't keep us waiting a whole lot longer.
She's coming now.
Be quiet, will you?
If you compose yourselves a while, because I'm going to advise you all to be ready for change.
Can I have one?
No.
Ah, please, mother.
When I say no, I mean it.
She said no to us anyway, like we didn't mean it.
Or can I turn into a rough bandit?
Ah, shut up, you.
Is it fair to ask if there was a will?
Keep your shirt on. You'll find out all in a minute. Sit down. Shop locked?
Yes,
Did you pay the workmen?
they're paid.
Is all the cash here?
Yes.
And all the receipts?
What's the matter? Don't you trust me?
I trust no one.
Do you mean I'm dishonest?
I never met anyone who admitted to being dishonest, so I wouldn't know about those things. Now listen carefully to what I have to say. It concerns each of you. You asked a while ago, make it there was a will. But there wasn't.
Impossible.
There was no will.
There has to be a will. He always promised me.
Promised you what?
Nothing.
More than me, maybe.
I didn't say that.
Now there be no will. That puts me in charge, which is as it should be.
If there's no will, how can it all be yours? We're all entitled to our share.
There's no will, because a year ago your father signed the place over to me.
What?
I don't believe you.
If you don't believe me, ring up the solicitor and see what he has to say.
Ah, you're bluffing.
The phone is in the shop, ring him. If you don't believe me, you might believe Darcy, the solicitor.
Sure, how could my father do a thing like that? He always promised me.
Am I a liar? Am I? Well, you know me long enough and you're quick enough to criticise. Well, speak up, one of you. Do I tell lies?
No.
Anyway, why would I waste my time telling a silly lie when a phone call from one of you would make a fool of me?
I believe you.
And so you should. Here it is now. A year ago, your father and I had a talk, and he agreed to sign the place over to me. He had good reason to.
Did you blackmail him?
You'll learn to bite that tongue of yours when I have a minute to deal with you. And that might be sooner than you think.
I asked you a question.
And you'll get your answer. I got no more than my just right. I brought £1,000 fortune here when I came as mistress to this house. And I've slaved here for the last 25 years. I don't think anybody here will deny that. Unless you want to put your spoke in.
I've nothing to say.
Good. Now, does any of you still feel like making that phone call?
All right. Tell us how much he left anyway.
Death duty. That's what he left. Enough to keep me struggling for years to come.
Well, tell us how we stand anyway.
I don't understand you.
What are we going to get out of it?
Why, nothing naturally. Not yet, anyway. So you've got a good roof over your head, good food and pocket money.
Pocket money? You're mad if you think I'm going to stay around here for pocket money. Pocket money is for kids. If I'm to stay around here, I want my fair share. It was all understood the farm be divided between myself and Morris.
Understood by who? It was never understood by me. Who told you all this?
You better get it clear, Mother. I'm not going to be a servant by any longer. If the farm isn't divided immediately, and by divided, I mean that both halves be fully stocked with cattle, machinery, and working capital, together with dwelling house and outhouse.
Obviously, you've been talking to somebody. You'd never think up all that by yourself.
Well, are you around to?
Am I, aren't I, what?
Going to divide the farm.
We'll see.
You will see right now. I'm not going to be fobbed off, I promise it.
Look, I'm not in a position to guarantee anything to anybody.
In that case, they can look for someone else to run the farm. I'm resigning. Are you coming, Morris? I'm going, Mother.
Please, well, you know how to turn the knob on the door, boy, and you can take it from me that nobody here is going to call you back.
Are you coming, Morris?
Morris, you were spoken to.
Are you coming, Morris, for the last time?
He won't go. He hasn't got the guts of a louse.
Morris!
I'm saying nothing. I got you up squabbling for one day.
True to form.
I need money. Not much. And permission to stay the night. I can't go anywhere till morning.
Yes, a good night's sleep is important.
Ah, damn you!
Off to bed now like a good boy.
My father is a lucky man to be free of you. I'm beginning to have sympathy for it.
He'll change his mind if he knows where his rations come from. Have you anything to say for yourself, Morris?
Yes, I have.
Out with it. No time like the present.
I want to get married.
You do.
Yes, I do.
I know the lady of your choice.
I know her. She's Mary Madden from Knocklining.
Dan Madden's daughter.
Yes.
Sit down, boy. What has Dan Madden got? 15 or 16 cows, is it?
Yes.
And 5 or 6 other children to be provided for.
Yes, you have your facts.
And where do you expect to live?
Oh, here, of course. Where else would I go?
Where else, indeed?
Then it's all right.
Do you know how much money I had when I came as mistress to this house?
You told us it is £1,000.
And how much has this Madden one got?
She hasn't anything.
And do you expect me to hand over the reins after my 25 years to a slip of a girl without a brown penny in her pocket?
Well, no.
Then what do you expect?
Well, we could live here with you, a temporary thing. I could work away in the farm for my wages until
Until I kick the bucket, isn't that it?
it's not. All I want to do is to get married. There's nothing exorbitant about that.
Will you tell her to find a fortune of £1,500 and I'll consider her proposal?
But she hasn't that kind of money, and neither have I. At this rate, I'll be waiting forever to get married.
And she'll marry for love, so.
But I have no money.
You don't need it if you marry for love.
So you say.
Listen, Morris. You're only 24 years of age. Your father was 35 when he married, and there was those that considered him young.
God almighty, Mother, give me a break. I'm in love with the girl. She's a nice girl. You like her.
I'd like her a lot better if she's £1,500.
But what am I going to do then?
Forget about it for the present, and we'll talk about it some other time.
Or will you consider it the first time?
I'll go. Stay where you are.
Please, Mother, will you consider it?
We'll see, we'll see. Now, forget about it and we'll see what way the land lies. God is good.
You believe her?
I believe her. If Mary Madden can't be down the cash, my mother won't let her darken the door.
No, I mean about the will.
She said it would be easy, just find her out. Oh, I believe her all right. She told me once that the worst thing about telling lies isn't that it's a sin, it's It's your waste of time trying to wriggle out of it when you're found out.
My father always promised me the farm.
Mick said it was to be divided.
It was promised to me.
Is that why you sound dumb when Mick asked you to go away with him? So you can have it all to yourself.
Me can make up his own mind. It's nothing at all to do with me.
Is your brother isn't here?
We've had enough fighting for one day. It's best if we all mind our own affairs.
Well, you're a fool when I say that for you. But you happen to hope in hell of getting married. Unless my mother can jingle out the wedding march with the maddened 1,500 quid.
Oh, lay off you. Now that the old fella's dead, there'll be a quick stop to your gallop. This time last year, you put everything your own way. The rest of us might have been around for all he cared.
Stop it, apparently. This is getting us no place.
Where is there to get? Into the fag, someone.
Here. Why in God's name did he sign everything over to her anyway?
A year ago, and he never let on.
A year ago. Moll Saunders.
What about her?
Do you remember the time she caught him with Moll?
I don't believe that. I don't believe it ever had to do with Moll Saunders.
Now that I come to think of it, Ma did stop coming here about a year before he died.
Do you remember our beloved mother was supposed to go see that doctor in Dublin? She left him here in a hard car at 8 o'clock. She was to stay overnight. You two and Mick had gone into town to a dance. I went to bed early that night because I was out the night before.
I remember.
She didn't go to Dublin at all. She got the driver to turn around after dark and came straight back here. If I had known, I could have tipped my father off.
You knew Moll was with him.
I knew she called in just after I went to bed because I knew nothing else. Could have been for anything. Could have been for the loan of money. You all know he couldn't say no. And besides, her husband was in England and he wasn't sending her anything.
You swear black and white to save him.
I would, and what about it? He was a man, what none of ye are.
Oh, quit out and get on with your story.
Moll arrived about 10 o'clock. They spoke in whispers, but I knew who it was. About 20 minutes after Moll's arrival, I heard somebody tiptoeing past my door and going on up the stairs to my father's room.
My mother.
I opened the door and peeped out, and I saw the back of her just outside my father's door. I nearly dropped dead. There was nothing I could do. She burst in the door and caught him red-handed.
Can you be sure?
Look, I saw Moll Saunders running down the stairs in her birthday suit, and my mother asked her, "Is that enough for you?"
He was nothing but an animal.
Ah, shut up, I didn't blame him.
My God, you're as bad as he was.
For the love of God, my mother never slept with him for years. And when she did, I doubted she was any good to him.
Here now, I'm not going to let you talk like that.
I've grown up. I was at Coolnar races with him once, and he was in the bar swapping yarns with a crowd of his cronies. They were talking about their wives. And I remember him to say he was married for 18 years, and he never once seen his wife naked.
You can't talk like that. It's terrible.
Stop, Paul Morris. The bother with you is you never tried to understand my father. All those men in the bar that night had the same story. They didn't know I was listening. The wives were too damn good. Damn them. They thought it was a sacrilege to fornicate with their own husbands.
Well, I've given you up a long time ago, but I never dreamed the girl that you were upbringing, educated by the nuns, could even think like that, not to mind talk. You're past understanding.
Maybe I am, but I'm not deaf, and I'm not blind to what's happening about me like the two of ye are.
I'm not going to listen to any more of this.
Suit yourself.
And was that what led to his signing everything over to her?
Of course it was. I know he went on an awful booze after that, and he spent weeks without leaving his room after that again.
I remember that. And I remember Darcy, the solicitor, called and went upstairs with Gordon and my mother.
That's it. Vernon was the witness. He has us where she wants us now. Here she comes.
Nellie reared at the door, dragging her promise potatoes and 3 children. Came to pay her respects. Said she saved spaces for the deceased. To take her far less time than to get me at the door. But there's no need to ask what you were talking about. But I can tell you that your conversation was as big a waste of time as mine was with Nellie.
Look, Mother, I'll go upstairs and I'll see if you can talk some sense to Mick.
Yes, do that.
And you will definitely consider what I asked you some other time.
Look, for years before your father died, he drank and spent most of what was made here. It couldn't go on. I had to put a stop to it. Now, I know you understand, so you won't press me for details. We'll work hard and we'll get this place going again. You go along now.
You haven't an earthly notion of letting him marry that girl. Why didn't you tell him the truth?
He's a good worker, and besides, help is hard to find. Plenty of time for him to marry.
Jesus Christ, you're a hard case.
How dare you take the holy name in my presence?
But from you, I picked it up.
I let that fall over the bar for the present. You're your father's daughter, all right. But just you try and remember there's new management around here now.
Don't I know?
I'll let you know the arrangements I have for you shortly. I drive some of the steam out of your engine.
I can't wait.
Believe you me, you'll be sorry you said that.
Free country, you know.
Shut up, you or I'll strike you. Gareth, you're to leave the kitchen and come into the shop with me. That is, unless you want to get married too.
Oh, no, I'd see more profit travelling in the shop, wouldn't I?
You like him?
He's a man.
He's a good-looking scoundrel, all right. You can talk to him as much as you like in the shop, but you're to have no more to do with him. Do you hear?
I hear.
Good.
I'd like to ask a question.
Go ahead.
If Gert is to go into the shop, and you and I are already in the shop, who's going to do the kitchen?
Can't you compose yourself? Haven't I coming to that? Do you think I made these arrangements on the spur of the moment?
We don't want the three of us in the kitchen.
I couldn't agree more with you. That's why I decided you were to do the kitchen.
Not the whole.
You'll do the kitchen.
I won't do the kitchen.
Now listen here to me. I'm not going to make a game out of this. We're both too old for I will and I won't business. You'll start work in the kitchen tomorrow morning, or I'll send you out of this house a pauper. How would you like that?
I could always make a living.
I'm afraid you could.
Oh, by God, now we're getting the innuendo. Could you tender an addition to that implication?
Would you like it now, or will you wait until you get it? You aren't long in coming back. What
I
the
need a
hell
few
do you
pounds.
think you're doing?
I need a few pounds. It's my due.
Don't leave, Nick. Don't give in to it. It's what you want.
Keep out of that, you.
How much is here? 100, 120.
It's £97 in cash.
You're not to touch that money.
Keep back or I'll give you a belt. I swear to God I will.
You're finished in this house. You'll never darken the door of this house again.
Don't worry, you'll hear no more from me.
You're finished here. Remember that.
So I mean it. I want the loan of your car to take to the station. You can collect it in the morning.
You're welcome. The keys are in. Good luck, Dad.
Goodbye, Jason. Goodbye, Jason.
He's on forever.
Never mind him for the present. Now you see the trouble my family is causing me. You can forget about your car too if the kitchen doesn't suit you.
My car.
Who pays the tax and insurance and who puts the petrol into it? It's the property of the house.
You wouldn't take away my car.
My car if you don't start work in the kitchen. The kitchen will do you good. I've big plans for you.
Get one thing into your head right now, my mother. You will not dominate me.
Well, you know what you can do, don't you?
What is that?
You can blow any time you want, because I don't want your type around here if you don't do what you're told.
I suppose I could get a job in the shop.
Oh, not you. You were always used to the good times. Used to having a car under your behind.
All right, so I call your bluff. I'll start in the kitchen tomorrow morning. Anything else?
Be sure there is. There's a lot more. Gert, I want you to go out to the kitchen and put on a fry for me. And see you don't burn the rashers like you did this morning. Hurry up. Our little conference is only beginning. Move! First things first. Did Johnny Conlon propose to you a year ago?
He did.
Is he still to the good?
He is.
Is he still interested?
He is. But I'm not.
You'll marry him. And you'll marry him within the next 3 months, which is more.
You're a howl.
You'll marry him. And that's why you can. You're 22.
I laughed before this, you know.
You're 22 years of age and you haven't got a penny to your name without my say-so. You will marry him.
I told you before, he's not my type.
And what is your type?
Well, not him anyway.
Would you like me to tell you?
I don't know what you mean.
I think you do.
This is worse than a courtroom.
On the night of the Creamery Social, you went to the dance with Gert.
So did 300 or 400 other girls.
Never mind about them. It's only you and Gert that concern me. You sat with Gert throughout the dinner, and after that you went to the public bar.
I did, but if you already know all this, why do you need to ask me?
You see this?
I do.
As sure as your father is in his grave tonight, I'll break this across your back if you give me another single word of back chat.
Yes, Mother.
Now, you went to the public bar.
Yes, Mother.
With whom did you go?
Gert told me.
Gert did not tell me. Gert doesn't know. With whom did you go?
Let me alone. I'm all torn up after the funeral. I can't take any more of it.
All right. You went to the bar. I don't mind that. But tell me the name of the man who was with you.
What man?
His name.
Tossmesh.
So it was Tossmesh.
Yes. What's his
wife with him?
No,
Where did you first meet him?
last year at another social.
So you've known him a year.
Yes,
Before the social, how many times did you meet him?
4 or 5 times.
In the bar the night of the social, how many drinks did you have?
2 or 3, just a few. I forget exactly.
You had 6 halves of gin?
Yes, yes.
I've known all this for quite a while, but with your father around, I was powerless to do anything about it. Now, at 11:30, this married man, Todd Smith, went and booked a room, and he went upstairs immediately. What did you do after he left?
I had a dance or two.
And after that?
I went upstairs, but it was only to go to the ladies' cloakroom.
But there's a ladies' cloakroom downstairs.
It was crowded, mobbed. I tried to get in a few times, but it was next to impossible.
How long were you in the ladies' cloakroom upstairs?
It was before 12 when I came down. I'm sure of that.
It was not! You did not come down again until 5 minutes to 2 just before the dance ended.
It's a lie, it's a lie.
It's not a lie! You went upstairs at 11:45 and you did not come down again until 5 minutes to 2. What were you doing upstairs for nearly 2¼ hours?
Nothing, Mother. I was doing nothing.
Katie, you were seen! 2 days after that dance, I got an anonymous letter from someone who signed herself as friend. Tell me what you were doing.
Nothing, I tell you, nothing.
You went into that room with Todd Mensch, and you stayed there for nearly 2¼ hours. What were you doing? Have I raised a whore? Have I raised a whore? Have I? Tell me what you were doing, or I'll beat you so that your own sister don't know you.
Oh, God, help me.
I'll help you, you dusty, you tart. Tell me what you were doing before I lose control of myself. What were you doing in that room with Todd Mensch? Tell me.
I was committing a sin with him.
Louder.
I was committing a sin with him.
And it wasn't your first time.
No, I couldn't help myself.
Get up. Get up and act like a woman.
Sure you won't beat me.
No, I won't. I was mistaken about you. I thought you were more brazen, more of a woman. But you're still just a child. Sit.
What's he going to do to me?
Why should I do anything to you when you've already disgraced yourself?
Will I be left to stay here?
You will, under certain conditions.
I agree, Mother.
Since Johnny Conlon proposed, has he been in touch with you at all?
He has tried. He salutes always, and he wrote a few times.
Here's some notepaper. Write back to him. Tell him that you're all down and out after the death of your father, and that you'd like to see cause, and anything else that might occur to you. Bring me the letter before you put it into the envelope. These say our cards right. He may propose again. I'm just going out to the kitchen. Tell him I said thanks for the man's card. I appreciate the thought. You'll do that, won't you, Casey?
Yes.
And first thing in the morning, before I forget it, get into town and collect your car.
Are you going somewhere?
No. But it just occurred to me. It's about time I learned how to drive.
Pound butter, bread, washing stove, toilet soap, tea, sugar, baking, tobacco. Yes, even tobacco.
I did. I was in my pocket. Are you all right, Judge?
I am, thanks.
Are you sure?
And if I can handle her, I know I can.
I hope so.
And still also, you keep an eye here for Jeanette and get these prices with your mother.
Oh, fair away. But don't be all day now, man. Oh, tell your mother was asking for it.
I will. I won't be a chip.
Morning.
Not a bad morning.
Not bad. It's nice outside. Seems to be clearing.
You were with Crawford, aren't you?
That's right. I'd no idea it's so well known.
How were things around the country?
Not bad. Things could be better. Anybody around?
Oh, Dirk will be out in a minute. Been in there to check his show prices with the mother. I suppose you meet all kinds in your travels.
All kinds. Believe you me, my friend. All kinds.
Oh, I can imagine.
Oh, you'd be amazed.
You know, travelling is a job I wouldn't like.
You never know till you've tried.
Oh, I dare say that's true.
He's out in the shop now.
Yes, since the father died.
Oh, he went quick.
Sudden.
Ah, sudden is the best way.
What's all the same?
The oldest girl, Katie, where is she?
Sorry.
You're not serious.
A fortnight ago, a fella a few miles down the road, big farmer.
God knows it's hard to believe. I thought she'd knock a few more birds out of the world before she dropped anchor.
I suppose they're surprised, all right.
She was a gay woman.
Gay. Young fella's gone too, Mick.
I met him at his funeral. He worked in the farm, didn't he?
That's right.
Where is he now?
I don't know.
What happened?
Fell out with the mother.
Oh, how is she, by the way, since Paulson died?
Fair enough well now, my dear.
What's Katie's husband like?
A very nice man. Very well off. A bit advanced, of course. You would be a likelier man now with taking a crack at a target like Katie.
And how do you know I didn't score a few bullseyes there now before this?
It wouldn't surprise me. It wouldn't surprise me one bit, my friend. I got his job coming up.
Diddy Heelan, how are you?
Couldn't be better, thanks be to God. And how are yourself?
Fine, fine. I'll be with you in a minute, Eddie, just as soon as I finish here. Roll that comes to do, Farmer Bob.
£2 one. Here you are. Did you tell her I was asking for it?
Who?
Your mother.
I did.
Well, what did she say?
She laughed.
What kind of a laugh was it?
How do you mean?
Well, was it a short laugh, or a long laugh, or a gay laugh, or a wicked laugh?
Seemed to enjoy it.
It's all good, very good.
How's business, Gert?
Not bad. She's a big order for you.
Good. That's what we like to hear.
He's a right charmer, Mr. Byrne. He gets orders everywhere.
I wouldn't doubt it.
It's the quality of the goods, Mr. Byrne, not me.
No, go on out with that. Everyone knows he's a ladies' man. You see, he has more sex appeal than any other two travellers.
I got that off that map against any man. I could do with a bit with myself.
After dinner, Teddy Heelan.
Here, watch your mother to horse with me.
Oh, she lets me out now. I can go wherever I like and with whom.
If
She
you're,
knows I'm sensible.
if you're serious, I'll take you out some night.
I'm serious. It was always Katie, you know, before Mr. Byrne. She used to call me the baby.
But she's no baby now, my friend. But by God, she has the equipment to feed one.
I won't disagree with you there. The reason I always known it, Katie, was she was in the shop and you were in the kitchen. But if you wanted truth, you were the one I was always interested in. And I'll prove it to you now by taking him out any night you care to name.
Well, that's fair enough.
Mr. Byrne, did you just say a while ago that it was to do?
Oh, I get it. Well, I tell the two of you this now for your own good. Don't be too hasty to tell anything to Maggie. She'll be slower than the parish priest to give her blessing what doesn't suit her. Then tell me now.
I think any knows his name is nice, really.
Are you serious about me taking you out some night?
I am.
I'd have asked you for a date long before this. But I didn't want to cross your mother.
You afraid to do.
I've been afraid of her has nothing got to do with it. She's one of my best customers. And when you're a commercial traveller, you don't make demands, you take what you get. What time do you want me to call tonight?
The time will suit you.
After the post goes out, I'm free. Any time after that.
Half 7 be all right.
I'll be here. Your mother won't mind.
Oh, she likes you, in fact, she said so. Oh, she said you're a bit of a playboy, and that you'd want watching, but she does like you.
Where do you want to go tonight?
I don't.
We can decide that later when I call.
Don't be pushing me now, I wouldn't like that. I'm not that kind. You'd better know in time.
I know you're not. That's why I'm so keen on taking you out.
It's a novelty, I suppose.
No, I like you in a special way.
I believe you. That's what you did. Let someone walk in.
I'm no saint, I suppose you heard things.
I heard things.
I just want to be near you, to hear you talking, laughing, whispering.
Whisper?
Yes, whispering. Somebody tells me that you're a beautiful whisperer. And the first thing I like is to hear a lovely girl whispering.
You're a dream.
Go on, whisper something to me now. Anything you like.
All right then.
I'm shocked. I'm scandalized. How could you say such a thing?
All I said was it's a nice day.
But that's it. It's not a nice day. It's a beautiful day. Or do you know the day that's in it?
I do. It's Tuesday.
No, no, no. Today is the day that Gertie Paul made her first date with Teddy Heelan. Now, whisper something nice to me. Such as you love me, such as you like me, I don't suppose you're inclined to whisper, I love you.
It's a bit early for that, isn't it?
But it's possible you will say it.
Oh, it wouldn't be possible.
When the day comes that you say that, I will be a very happy fellow.
You're here at 7:30.
Is that an order?
It is.
Well, I can tell you, Miss Polpin, it's the most beautiful order I've had since I became a commercial traveller. I suppose you intend to reform me.
And Cynthia, it's only fair to tell you, it's the highest notion in my head.
Well,
Would you mind?
I'm going to enjoy it.
Oh, be easy.
Come on, give us another kiss and I'll give you a free pair of garters. You know,
I think you're a really nice fella, Tart, and what to say about this is all true.
I'm usually not like this with anybody else. You know, I just want you to know, I haven't a very high opinion of people generally, nor myself either. You're not grown up yet, though, but I like you. Come on, give us another kiss.
Do you know what I forgot?
We don't know, but why don't you tell us?
Raisins, seedless ones. I like that bull saw with raisins in it. Did you get them in? You hadn't them the last time.
Here you are, I hope you enjoy the golden.
Are they seedless now?
As far as I know,
How much?
2 shillings.
2 shillings. There you are. I got out in base here, so consider the long distance to go.
He's a bit nosy, isn't he?
Listen, he just likes to know things. Talking to Jared was over encyclopedia. I swear it's the notion of my mother.
Go on. Yes, you better. I'm a little behind schedule.
Mother, Crawford Traveller is here. Who? Crawford Traveller.
You make me sound like a stranger.
You're anything good.
How's your mother, by the way?
Better. She drives now, you know.
Oh, when did she learn?
Katie taught her before she married.
Oh, your man Bourne told me about Katie's marriage. I must say I was surprised.
The wild ones always settle down quickly once they make up their minds.
Is she happy?
She seems to be. He's very wealthy, you know. I wouldn't marry him, of course. He asked me once the first time after Katie turned him down.
Well, I wouldn't have taken no for an answer.
I'm sure the answer would have been no if you never asked.
How in the name of blazes would they ask when I...
Hello, Mr. Heelan.
Hello, Mrs. Fulton. So Katie got married?
Yes, she would have asked you to the wedding, but we decided to keep it strictly family so soon after the funeral.
Of course.
You're looking nice.
Well, I must say, Mrs. Fulton, I've never seen you looking better. And that isn't just sales talk.
Did you hear that, Gert? She's looking for an order already.
Mrs. Fulton, I'm a little behind schedule. I would appreciate the order right away.
It's all made out for you along with your check.
Good.
Gert, could you go on into the kitchen and keep an eye on the dinner like a good girl?
Okay. See you, Teddy.
Here you are, Teddy. Teddy is your first name, isn't it?
Thank you. That's what people call me.
I wonder if some nice girl hasn't hooked you before this.
Oh, the right one didn't come my way, eh?
How long were you in the shop before I came out?
About a quarter of an hour or so. Why?
Did you spend all that time talking to Gert?
Yes, but
She's young.
She's a woman, Mrs. Fulton. Your receipt.
Thank you. There's no need for the missus. You can call me Maggie. The size of the order you just received should tell you what we think about you around here. I consider you a friend of the family. That is why I'm asking you to leave Gert alone.
You make things very awkward for me.
We know each other very well. At least, I know a great deal about you. I know, for instance, that you're no cock virgin with innocent dreams.
By the Lord, you don't mince words.
I don't believe in instant words.
Good. We can be candid then. But how candid is the question?
Be as open as you like. That's the way I like it.
You're right about the first part you said, but you're wrong about the second. I could very easily fall in love with a girl like Gert. I've asked her would she like to come out tonight. And she's willing. And I'm glad. Very glad. Because I genuinely like the girl.
You're a good-looking fellow. No doubt she finds you attractive. I honestly can't blame her.
Thank you.
You really are attractive, and I could see how easy it would be for a woman to fall for you. But you're too assured, too experienced for my Gert. You say you have honourable intentions. Does that mean you intend to marry her one day?
To be honest with you, I never thought about marriage. But I suppose with a girl like Gert, it would have to be married, yes.
You mean she wouldn't allow you into bed with her unless you married her?
I wish I wouldn't put it like that, but I suppose you're right.
Do you desperately want to go to bed with her?
Well, that would be a natural. I love the girl.
But it boils down to the one thing.
It does not. It's more than sex. You want me to be honest, I will. I fancied other women and wanted to make love to them, and I often did. But as far as sex is concerned, I've never really been satisfied. I don't mean I've been frustrated, but there's something missing.
And you think the thing that has been missing is a girl like my girl? What people call a nice girl?
Well, yes.
But that's what you think of the women that slept with you. They gave you the lot, and all you can say is there was something missing.
I'm sorry, I never thought about it like that.
Men never do. The more a woman gives, the less men think of her. Why don't you carry on as you are with women here and there to give you what you want and no responsibility?
You make things sound different than they really are.
Maybe it's your conscience that's at you. Maybe you're beginning to feel guilty at last.
That's not it exactly.
Ah, then for the love of God, explain yourself and tell me what it is exactly. You're honest, and that's a rare commodity in a man.
Are you blaming me for past mistakes?
I'm not, and you know I'm not.
I don't usually let women talk to me this way. But with you, Maggie, it's different.
It seems to me for all your women you're not very happy.
Meet a woman, make love to her, and go on the next day. What does it all add up to? I used to say to myself, this one is the love. And then and when I was always tempted, I used to say, maybe this one is the right one.
Gert?
Maybe not. She's a beauty, but I need someone more mature.
Someone with experience. Somebody who knows what you want from a woman.
Yes, it's a bit of a game sometimes.
Teddy, romance is for the young ones. I had my share of it, and then my husband gave me a dog's life. For 10 years he didn't sleep with me. In the end I didn't care, but that was a strange and a terrible way for a healthy woman to live. I wouldn't be telling you all this, but I feel we understand each other.
God, 10 years. That's a long time.
Sometimes it doesn't matter.
And other times, I hate to see anyone being unhappy. There's no reason for it now. You're free.
No one knows that better than me.
You can do the things you want now. Who's to stop you?
No one.
God knows I'm not giving you advice. There was many times I've been in space myself, and I was sorry for afterwards.
So that's the way life is. That's the way men are. I know.
Of course you know. You've great understanding. You know how a man needs a woman and a woman needs a man. It's something we both understand.
Yes.
You won't be hurt if I say this.
I'm not easily hurt anymore.
Sometimes a man and woman, they have the same needs, the same longing. They don't need any romantic games. They know.
No one can blame people for what they are.
Sometimes a man can see a woman and want her more than ever before. He wonders if she feels the same.
She might, if she felt the same about him.
And how would he know?
Oh, that would be for him to find out.
All the times I've come in here and I've never really understood you.
You will. Time to close for dinner.
All the times I've come in here and talked to you and I've never really know you. That sounds like sales talk. You're a remarkable you're a remarkable woman, Maggie.
Maybe you never met a woman like me before.
I don't usually let women talk to me this way. I don't know what it is about you. I've lost words. I don't know what it is about you. But for once, I'm not sure of myself.
I want you to be yourself.
When can I see you? Alone, I mean.
When do you want to see me?
The sooner the better. Tonight.
Tonight, then.
Tonight.
What time?
Whatever time you say.
9 o'clock. I'll have everything done by then.
It's such a long way off.
Oh, it'll be worth waiting for.
Oh, God.
What?
What about Gert?
Never mind, Gert. She's young. Her fancies don't last long.
Should I tell her we're breaking off our date?
No, I look after Gert. You go along now and finish your call. I don't want you to be late for tonight.
I won't be late. Till tonight, then.
Till tonight.
Right. Till tonight.
Gert? In a minute. Gert? Coming. Never mind. There's just something I was looking for. I found it.
Oh, good evening. Good evening.
Oh, it's Pat.
So I saw.
I came in.
Can I get you something?
What's that?
Your mother.
Who is? My father.
Mother, Mr. Burnett here to see you.
In a minute.
She'll be with you in a minute. I was only getting a few scoops of meal for a week, yo. We're near closing.
shop is doing well this past while.
Could be better.
How about your end of things, the farm?
Could be worse.
Anything more likely? Well, that's not so bad in these hard times.
A hard times is right, according to my mother anyway.
She'd know best.
Oh, none better according to herself.
Your mother is like strong medicine. Hard to take at times, but there's all you good in the long run.
Aye, but how long is the long run?
You mean, young man, I suppose. A very nice little girl. I don't see the two of you heading down for Kelvy's Wood there in the evenings.
Sometimes you see too much, Mr. Byrne.
Oh, it could be. But now that I have more time on my hands with the side of the tombstone getting smaller, I do often be sitting on the cemetery wall, remembering the past generations, contemplating on the present, and taking a pot shot of where the future generation will come from.
It is easy for you to joke, Mr. Byrne, but if you were in my shoes, you'd wonder if there was going to be any future generation at all.
If I was in your shoes, Bert, I'd learn to listen myself, not have my mother all the time.
You don't know my mother.
Oh, I wasn't talking about your mother, I was talking about you.
Morris, mark that meal on a slip of paper and put it in the tin.
I did. And would you like it signed by the Minister for Agriculture?
I would, to keep my book straight with the taxman. Off you go now, and if I'm in bed before you come back, I'll put the key under the stone for you. Well, Byrne,
Oh, good evening, Maggie.
was it you I saw walking up and down outside earlier?
Oh, sure, that could be.
What's the matter with you now, Byrne?
Because I won't put it out, and I can't put my cards on the table.
You'll have to postpone the game for a while, Byrne, because I'm otherwise occupied as of now.
Oh, it won't take any 2 minutes, Maggie.
2 minutes? Okay, but be brief and quick about it, or I'll show you the door.
But now that I have the chance, I don't know where to begin.
For a beginning, I may tell you, you've been doing a lot of arson around here lately.
I don't deny I'm around here a little oftener than I should.
I noticed you the other day, and I said you were behaving like a gander that would badly want to cattle a goose.
I suppose that's one way of putting it.
I just said to myself the other day, one is very hot and bothered. He's behaving more like a jackdaw than a monumental sculptor.
You've had your say. I'll have my say now. I've got £4,000 in the bank.
I'm not surprised the prices you charge for headstones.
I'm a man of sober habits. Although I take the drink when the occasion calls for it, I've no objection to a woman taking a drink either. I'm a good worker, and there's wide demand for me work. And I'm a good Catholic, and I do the 9 Fridays regular. I will never miss mass in my life. And there's no year I don't earn more nor keep a family in comfort. And I'm told by people that should know that I'm the best monumental sculptor around those parts.
You're a monumental Egypt, if you ask me.
Well, will you or won't you?
Will I or won't I what?
Marry you.
Marry you?
Yes.
Gordon, were you ever at the zoo?
I was. The year of the Eucharistic Congress, 1932. And I was a young man then. But what the hell has the zoo got to do?
Well, Gordon, if you were at the zoo, you know what a baboon is.
Well, dare say I do.
Well, good for you, Gordon. Because I'd sooner be buckled to a baboon than buckled to you.
You're an insulting woman, Maggie. A baboon would suit you all right. The bother is, Maggie, that no self-respecting mother of a monkey would consent to a son of hers marrying you.
I'll hand it to you, Gordon. You give me my answer.
Die, Maggie, and I'll give you a Celtic cross for nothing. Good night to you too, sir.
What was all that about?
Believe it or not, Penny Neal and I just had a proposal of marriage.
And did you say yes?
I'll have my fair quota of marriage, thank you. What time is it?
Oh, it's only just 9. Where's Gareth?
She's gone to see Casey.
Good. Was she disappointed when I didn't show up?
Very. Wait till I close the door. Anybody could come in.
We certainly don't want that.
I like a man who is punctual. I wasn't sure whether you'd turn up or not, so I'm not fully ready for you yet.
One look at you and an oil ready for me. Come here. I've missed you all day. I was taught my books up in the hotel and I made several mistakes. And that's even got to make 2 calls.
You're only just saying that.
I missed you. Let me show you how much.
Oh, you're so uncomplicated.
Let's not stay here much longer.
Whatever you say.
Let's go upstairs.
You're in a terrible hurry.
Yes, I am.
Do you want to go upstairs now?
What do you think? You're a remarkable woman. It's more than love and it's more than lust. You overwhelm me. My head is light when I hold you. Yet I never thought it could be possible. How could I be so blind?
This the reason you sent me to Katie's, was it? Was he the reason you sent me to Katie's? You know what she did. She sent me to Katie's 20 minutes ago. She told me she heard back again. She told me she wanted me for something else. I know you played about Teddy Heelan, but I'd no idea you'd stoop to such a dreadful thing as this.
Believe me, girl,
Two-faced isn't a word for you. That's for you, Mother. You let him kiss you. How could you let him do such a thing?
Are you forgetting something, girl?
How do you mean?
I'm single now, the same as you.
I hate you.
You shouldn't. If it was left to yourself, you'd make a complete wreck of your life.
Is it how you think it's not wrecked now?
That small scratch is all you got. 'Twill be healed in a week at your age.
You're welcome to him. You're a rotten pair, the two of you.
You shouldn't have done that.
You think I like doing it?
Christ, it was a cruel thing to do.
She won't go down the same road I did. You won't get the chance to treat her like the dirt under your feet. She'll think twice before she falls for your kind again. The man I married lived exactly as you're living now. Everybody said he'd change after we married, but he didn't. He got worse.
You made a fool of me.
You made a fool of yourself. You think every woman is dying to fall into your arms. I saw the way things were going and I just let them happen.
No matter what I am or what I did, no human being deserves to be treated like that.
Don't give me that stuff about human beings, because that's the biggest lie of all. If a man or a woman has some self-respect, they have nothing. And you should know that. Because you are nothing. You have nothing. And God pity you. You never will. The whole thing amounts to £6 1 and 7 pence.
I'll pay you now. I'm trying to call for him tonight. You're going to charge me full price for everything.
Why not? We can't all be married to millionaires.
You'll throw off the 1 and 7%.
I'll throw off nothing. Fork out £6 1 and 7 pence like a good girl. I'm running a shop, not a relieving office.
What will you do with all the money you have?
I have no money.
No.
I have no money, but I have my head. How would I have money with supermarkets sprouting up everywhere like daisies? I have enough for myself, so I can tell you that.
There's no one you will match.
Do you know, if I was to look at that child from now to doomsday, I wouldn't know who he takes after.
And there's no telling at that age. He's like his father sometimes, and sometimes like his mother.
Well, I happen to know the mother, and he doesn't look like her. So maybe he's like his father, but I wouldn't know about that, of course.
God almighty, you're a terrible woman.
Ah, Kate, you need the character of St. Bridget in this country to get away with a 7-month birth.
Meaning what?
Meaning you're no St. Bridget. What do you think?
Pasteurized, of course.
There's no nature in children these days. Women these days don't know what they got tips for. In my day, everybody was fed from the breast.
Well, if you were fed from the breast, mother of mine, it didn't give you much nature.
You learn to watch that tongue of yours if you get into trouble one of these days. No wonder your husband doesn't take a stick to you.
If he did, I'd cripple him with a poke.
I don't doubt you.
Did you hear anything from Gertrude when she left?
Not a word.
Morris had a letter from her.
Well, if he did, he never said anything to me about it.
She told him in the letter to tell you nothing.
What's she doing over there?
She's doing nursing. She's in a flat with me.
Nursing. See now, wasn't I for her own good?
What happened the night before she left?
That's none of your business. But seeing as you're so interested, I'll tell you, it was the start of her education. I gave her matriculation, you might say. The best bit of schooling she's ever likely to get.
Maybe it was a bit too severe. She left in a terrible hurry.
Nothing is too severe for what she'll need in this life. Nothing.
Have you any notion of letting Morris get married?
To the Madden one, is it?
Oh, well.
The day she lobs up £1,500 here on this counter, I'll be the first woman to dance at her wedding.
Mary Madden is a nice girl, and Morris has his heart set on her.
Pass that information on to the bank manager and see what you'll get for it.
I'm telling you in time, Morris won't wait much longer. He's been pushed as far as he goes, and he's determined.
Didn't think we'd see you around here again, Gordon.
Oh, I'm like the monumental monument. Takes more than a gale of wind to flatten one of them. Casey, how are you?
Fine, thank you, Mr. Byrne. How's yourself?
Oh, carrying the day the best I can. Maggie, throw up a half quart tobacco here. Is this the horse over? He's very likely, Casey. God bless the child.
Thank you, Mr. Byrne. Have you any notion of getting in a few girls to help you?
My experience with girls is that they only come in the way.
There is funny.
Isn't it though when you think about it?
You never manage all the work alone.
Meaning I should let the mad one in, is it?
She's a topping worker, mother, and a marvellous milker.
Well, if she is, she won't milk my cow. Well, would you look at Fern with the lousy half crown and he gives it to the child?
Silver is a done thing.
If that's your case, Tommy, I'll have fiver and I won't be long about changing it into silver for you.
I'm glad you were very free with other people's money. I bet you weren't so liberal with the child yourself.
Good for you, Bern.
God bless all. Give us a pound of sugar there, please.
Shut up, over that and get your sugar when you get your tea. There's no profit in sugar. Here's your tobacco, Bern.
That's no way to be talking to those old people. You should be ashamed of yourself.
The same goes for you two if the situation here doesn't suit you.
God bless you, Maggie, but you have a heart of limestone.
Wouldn't I need it all to be dealing with the likes of you? Where were you and where was everybody else when my back was up to the wall?
Is it a boy or a girl?
He's a boy. Yes, he's a hardy little rascal. What do you call him?
He's called Michael after his Uncle Nick.
How's Nick doing now?
Very well, thank you. And Garrett, what's my name, Garrett? He's doing nursing.
Oh, a nurse is very handy. Every family should have a nurse.
Is this showing any sign of a truth?
Will you go away all that and don't be admin it? If you want any more information, buy the newspapers.
Oh, come on away. There's one consolation anyway. He doesn't look one bit like his grandmother.
Those two only came for information. This is our passport to the public house. There must be a right steward on the countryside trying to figure out what's going on here.
So how would outside people know when a daughter of the house hasn't a clue?
Do you want any more messages, Bern?
I'm going. So long now, Kate.
Bye, Mr. Byrne.
Oh, by the way, Maggie, that offer I made still stands.
Like the monuments you're always boasting about, Bern, so it'll be standing forever.
What did he mean by that?
He proposed.
And go on.
He asked me to marry him.
Do you have any fancy state singing?
Maybe it's your own story you're telling.
What difference does it make to me now? I'm tied. There's damn all I can do about it. Still, could be worse. I have my own car, and I handle the money. I have independence, and that's more than most wives have.
And you had that servant boy drooling after you like you stood greyhound. Watch yourself for that fella. He won't be long about cooling your ready in.
I can't help it if I excite his interest.
You watch yourself, miss. I'm still capable of coming around to the other side of the counter and putting you in your place.
You wouldn't dare touch me now, my mother.
I'll touch you if I see the need for it. Be certain of that.
To change the subject, I've really brought me here this evening was to talk to you about Morris.
Will you ever learn to mind your own business?
He asked me, and I made him a promise that I talk to you.
Go ahead.
Johnny would secure him for the money if you hand over the place.
What kind of an ape do you take me for? I haven't got the place to hear yet, and already you want me to sign it over.
It's not fair to Morris, mother. How can he pay back the money he borrowed if he wasn't got to here?
It's less fair to me, and as far as I can see, everybody here is quick enough to forget that.
Here he is now.
Here is who now?
Morris.
Ah, so that's it. You came to pave the way, to stop me up, is it? Well, you're stopping an anvil with soap, so sooner than you're stopping me.
Give the flag.
Get your own, you have more than I have.
Well,
I've done my best, Morris.
Mother, I want to get married.
So Katie tells me.
Oh, a year ago you told me to wait, if God was good. And Mother, God has turned out to be no good at all. But that's because you're not giving him much of a chance.
Morris, if you take my advice, you can't be in such a hurry to get married. I can't understand it. I've looked after you well. If I was dead and gone, there'd be some need to get a woman in. I could understand that. There'd be some sense to it. But there's no sense at all to this carry on.
No, Mother, you asked me to wait. I waited a whole year. And I'd much prefer Mary Madden to look after me than you, meaning no disrespect. I'm not getting any younger, you know.
I know I asked you to wait. Now wait another while and we'll see what way the land lies. You're still young.
Sure, that's what you told me last year. We'd looked at things, that's what you're going to be telling me every year now, 'cause I'm an old man.
I know I asked you to wait, but just wait another while. Just try to have patience.
My patience is at an end.
For your own good, must I always be telling you that? For your good I am.
Mother, he means what he's saying.
Another word out of you and out you go. You were telling a different story a while ago. Now listen, Morris, if you take my advice, and I know you will, you'll be in no hurry to give up your freedom. I know what I'm talking about. 'Tis only now that I know what freedom really is.
But Mother, I can't wait any longer. And if you grant me permission, I'll join Nick and Gareth in England. There's no bother to get married over there.
No bother at all. And less bother to live in a dirty poke of a room for the rest of your life. What kind of a job do you think you'll get over there? Sure, you haven't got training for anything but the pick and shovel. At least here, you're among the best in the land, and there's something taught of you.
Johnny Connor will up the security for the money you want. He'll do it the moment you agree.
And this young man's snotty nose slaughter marches in here. Nothing doing, boy. This is the Colleen Vaughan you're playing with.
In that case, it's England for me.
Listen, Morris, I've given you enough, haven't I? Well, have I or haven't I? Have I ever been mean to you in all the times you've known me?
All I know is I'm in love with Mary Madden and I want to marry her.
And will you be in love with her in a few years' time when she's trying to rear 3 or 4 children in a dirty flat? When she starts to get tired and irritable and hasn't time to do up her hair? When her nose starts to run, her teeth starts getting bad, and her belly starts to swell?
Don't say that.
Every one of her mother's breeding seed had snotty noses and backsides as big as bullocks before they were 30.
You're impossible.
Morris, when you're trying to rear 3 or 4 children in a small flat and you start growing short of money, you'll think of me. And you'll remember the fine car and the fine wardrobe of clothes. And you'll curse that Mary Madden for the conniving little vixen that she is. What makes you think she sees anything in you anyway? If you were a labouring man, she wouldn't pass you the time of day.
I don't have to listen to this. Who's going to look after the farm and miss the cows? You'll get no one to work as I did.
I'll sell the cows, and I'll let the land. You'll be the one to lose, not me.
I've given my whole life to this farm, but this is all I get in the end.
Morris, it's your choice, not mine. I want you to stay here, but you'll have to choose between me and Mary Madden.
Mother, you ain't going to stay.
And so do I.
Don't give in, Mother.
I'm going out now to tidy up the yard, and that's the last stroke of work you'll ever get out of me.
You don't appreciate what I'm trying to do for you.
I'm going now. The quicker I go, the better. I'm only wasting my time around here.
You're hard. It's the hardness of concern. Always remember that about me.
To be fair to you, I know now that there's an element of truth in what you said to him.
Aha, my first convert.
Oh, no, I'm not. Things can be like you say, but they needn't be if you let him stay here.
But I want him to stay here.
But without Mary Madden.
You know the conditions.
It's a waste of time arguing with you.
I'm glad to see you're getting a bit of sense at last.
Mick is gone, Gertz is gone, now Morris is going, and he won't come back.
Take a good look at my face and see if you can notice any tears on it.
But you'll be all alone here, completely alone.
I needn't be. What, to stop me from marrying Burns? He says she's £4,000.
Don't be ridiculous.
What's ridiculous about it? He's no chicken. He won't last forever. When he's gone, there's plenty left for another one after him.
You're not serious.
And listen, child of grace, I've got a shop to stroke. If you've anything more to say, say it, and go home and get your husband's supper.
I've one last thing to say to you, Mother.
Go ahead.
If you don't change your mind about Morris, I'll never come here again.
Suit yourself.
You have no one.
Well, won't you be looking for me if it is true for you? But you won't give it to say to the neighbours. You're too high up in the world to have them gossiping about you.
About me? About you, you mean?
Why would they gossip about me? I placed you well and I gave you a good fortune. Oh no, 'tis about you they'll be talking. They'll say, look at the tanker's husky and she won't go to see the mother. Look at the brazen bitch in her fancy car and the mother's still slaving away below in the shop.
You still have time to change your mind.
Clear out of that mess, yes, me.
Have you any one last thing to say to me before I go?
I have. Since you won't be coming up yourself anymore, don't forget to send somebody else up for the messages. Hello? 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 Thought you were gone to bed. Will you get me the whacker flint, please? I'll hold on. Hello? Hello, whacker. I'm fine, thank you. You're not finer if you paid your bill. Last month you said you'd send it up tomorrow, and the month before that you sent it up tomorrow. It's there on a year now, and it seems to me you've no intention of paying that bill whatsoever. No need. I'll spare you the price of a stamp. I'll be over in a quarter of an hour for it, so you better have it ready for me. You've heard all that before, Wacker. And if your wife is pregnant again, it's not me that's to blame for it. Actually, we know that you can't get blood out of a turnip. But it would be an easy matter for me to drive a cow out of your stall. Look, I'll be over in an hour. And I'll note you. And good luck to you too, boy.
it, but you see, I'm terribly shy. It was in my head to call several times, but every time I started out, something always stopped me. I don't know what it was. I just couldn't bring myself to do it. But I'm terribly astonished you should know me, considering you never made eyes on me before.
Oh, I had a good look at you when you came in. And says I to myself, who's this for now? And before I had the phone down, I knew you and I knew your business. This was Mary Madden, says I. And by all the laws, the mother isn't too far behind her.
But she's outside talking to Morris. They made me come here. I didn't want it, but they made me. Suppose it had to be done.
Mary, don't upset yourself, girl. She's a thing of nothing. Says I to myself, she came as soon as she could. She must be 3 or 4 months gone by now, says I. And that's the only card the poor girl has. Well, Mary, what is it? 3 or 4? Or maybe it's only 2. Come on now, you can tell me. Just remember, whatever you tell me, you won't fool me.
How did you know?
Ah, don't give me any credit. Tis inevitable.
Inevitable?
Exactly. You see, it always happens when everything else fails. You don't show, though, I'll say that to you. But you can't keep it in forever, can you?
No, I can't.
God help us, child, you can't. There's no fun to be carrying a child without a license.
You're not angry then?
Angry? Why should I be angry at you? I've no reason to be angry with you.
Oh, so that's the way it is.
That's the way it is, exactly. You see, whenever I see a poorly off slip of a girl like yourself hanging around with a well-off young lad, I'd be on the lookout for it, so to speak.
I can see I get no sympathy from you.
Well, if sympathy's what you want, I'd give you an assload of it, but I'd say you're after more than sympathy.
You're too clever for me.
Maybe that's because you put all your eggs into the one basket and I didn't. Well, wouldn't I be the walking tragedy now, girl, if I'd signed over to Morris before this? I'd be a walking tragedy, that's what I'd be. Depending on the likes of you for my breakfast, supper and tea. And all before my time trying to judge your fads and your humours. And grateful for every handout. And afraid of my sacred life that I might say or do something to offend your ladyship.
That's not true at all.
And God bless you, use your imagination. Can't you see the way old women are treated the minute they sign over to the daughters-in-law?
You don't have to go on.
Wouldn't it be a marvellous victory for you if I was to sign over? Think of it. This house and this farm and money, because they all say I have it and they can't all be wrong. Well, you'd be the lady of the manor and you'd have the mother in to advise you and maybe a few sisters in to help you. Did you ever dream that way? Is that the way you thought it would be, is it?
All I ever wanted was to marry Morris, and I swear that before God.
God, you're nothing to swear and God is often deaf.
I wanted Morris, and I want him now more than ever. And what's his by right?
And I dare say you'll get it because the poor fool will stand by you. Oh, you thought well all along before you came up with that final number. But then you knew you were dealing with no stock on the side of the road. And you knew you had to go for a goal if you were to stand any kind of a chance.
I'm going out. I'll send my mother in for you. I'm no match for you. What people say about you is true.
Snail's tail is small, but I wouldn't give it small as it is for what people think of me.
Goodbye.
You come back here, I'm not finished with you yet.
But I'm finished with you.
You stay where you are. Did you weigh up the odds well before you decided to surrender yourself? Did you? What are the odds? This house and this farm and all that go with them for a minute of madness in the back of a motor car. The odds were high. And by God they were worth taking a chance for. But I know your type when you brazen bitch. And I'd wipe that floor with you before I give you the washing of a plate here.
You won't wipe the floor with me. I can tell you that right now. I'm not one of your children, your softies that can be bullied or frightened.
I know well what you can do. And you're not as soft as you look. But I knew that all along the way you held on to it. You've gumption enough to get what you want. But by the Lord God, you won't get it off of me. And don't go too far with me. Because as soon as I look at you, I give you a pound weight between the eyes. And there's no one that will blame me. Because I'm entitled to respect under my own roof.
I'm sorry. You're right. I shouldn't talk back to you in your own house.
I'm entirely lucky though that it is my own house. What chance would I have if you had it?
Maybe we started off on the wrong foot.
This is how we started. All that matters is how we finish.
I couldn't agree more.
Good. I think we understand each other.
I am trying to understand you.
I'm glad to hear you say that. And I'll give you all the help you need and tell you that this interview is over.
My mother wants to say something to you. She's coming in now.
You had a right to bring your grandmother too for all the good it'll do you.
Come in, Mother.
Where's Maggie Paulson?
leave here till there's a settlement made. We have our right to that.
You have a right to nothing.
Come down off your high horse, or you'll be a sorry woman. I'm telling you now, and I'm giving you advance notice. You're up against their own crowd and the madden. The grass will grow on the road to your shop, and the boycotting will give you.
You let one of your family come near my shop and I fix them quick.
And how, pray, would you do that?
You see this? I know how to use it. Let one of your breed come in an acid roar at my shop, and they'll be taking buckshot out of their arses for the next 10 years.
Mrs. Madden, there's no point going any further with her. I should have known better than to expect you to have any success with her.
Poor Mom.
I'll be in England in a week, and I'll be married, and I'll never come back here again.
Not yielding an inch till she does the right thing by my daughter, the high-reared wealth. I didn't wear her for England.
Morris, break with this gang now, boy, because it's the only chance you'll ever get.
How can you say such a thing, Mother? What would happen to Mary? What would happen to the child? My child?
Let Mrs. Maggie here figure that one out. I'm sure there's no bother for.
Have you any feeling at all? Have you any consideration? You're driving me out of this house, my father's house, this house where I was born and reared. I hate going. I hate it, I hate it, I hate it. I'm a grown man yet I have nothing. No money, no home and no land. And who can I thank for it all? My own mother.
No, Morris, no, but you're right. There's no one forcing you to go, Morris.
No, no one in the unit had an answer for everything. I'll bring the car around. There won't be a minute.
Now I see what you're really like. I'll give him the happiness you never gave him. I'll make sure that he's happy from now on.
But that should have been your plan without coming here tonight. It's you he wants, or rather it's you he thinks he wants. And you had a hand in this too. I'm not going to acquit you so easily. Morris was always happy here till your daughter came along. We'll see how happy he is in years to come. It's his side and your side, but it's not mine. I want him to stay here, but you came around him nicely between the pair of you.
Wouldn't waste my breath on you.
All right, shut off all of that. I'm sick of you. How dare you come barging into my shop like a circus elephant?
There's a long road ahead of us, and it's ahead of you too. But if he ever gives in the years to come and wants to come and see you, I'll stop him. And when you're on your deathbed, I'll stop him. And I'll get him to stop the others too. I can do it.
I know well what you can do. But still of use any one of them will be to me on my deathbed.
Come on, Mary. The car is outside. Was that journey for nothing?
Maybe so. But at least Morris lost his temper there for a minute, and I've never seen him do that before. He turned into a man there of a sudden.
If he did, it's me he has to thank for it.
You really believe that, don't you?
I do.
Come on, Mary. There's no future here.
They're all gone from you now, Maggie. Sure, maybe that's the way I wanted it.
But isn't it only natural, Born, that the bird should leave the nest after they've fledged? If I left them here, they'd turn into 4 dictators before long.
Ah, you're hard, Maggie.
I thank God that I am. I'm independent now and I'm entitled to be. The hardship of the world will harden my children and they'll have regard for me in the end. When I'm gone, they're welcome to all that I have. No one has a better right to it than they.
You won't be lonely.
Anything is better than playing second fiddle to a daughter-in-law. What kind of a life would that be for a woman of my spirit? What I have, God nor man can't take from me. Everybody has to make their own nest. And by the Lord God, the devil's own amount of sweat and blood went into the making of mine.
Well, I can't say you're right, but I can't say you're wrong.
Ask any woman who handed over what she gave her life to. And there isn't one that won't agree with Maggie Poulton. When you're downborn, there isn't one to give you a hand up. I was down long enough. But I'm up now. And if I'm up alone, I'm my own mistress.
You won't consider my offer then?
I'll spend the rest of my life getting the taste of marriage out of my mouth.
Well, there's no more business for me around here, so.
Don't say that, Byrne. You were always welcome here. And you always will be welcome here. As long as you have the price of messages in your pocket.
enjoyed the show. We now have Mr. John Martin, the adjudicator for the Leeds Drama Festival, to give his verdict. And he probably wants a few minutes to put his notes together. Thanks.
Production of Big Maggie, because it was the same play which opened the festival when it started. So we've had two productions of the same play in the festival, one on the opening night and one on the closing night. So I suppose that has its own appropriateness to the occasion. Now, as I've said all through the festival in my adjudications, I am required by the committee to adjudicate under a number of headings, and these headings are presentation, production, acting and entertainment value. And I'll go through those various headings tonight, and afterwards I'll talk to the cast and the producer in more detail. Now, in terms of presentation, there is a requirement for 3 sets in the play: the opening scene in the graveyard, then we have the sitting room in the house, and then the final scene is set here in the shop. And tonight I thought the producer and the backstage people, as usual in Laois, in all the productions I've seen, there has been a very high standard of backstage activity in terms of presentation of the plays, and tonight was no exception to that. And the backstage crew plus the producer came up with this very imaginative idea of using this extension out here for the graveyard scene. And considering the size of the stage and the compact nature of the stage, this is a very good idea indeed, because it saves time in terms of having to reset behind the curtain. Nice suggestions here of the headstones, bit of greenery around, and we had the graveyard scene set up here, and when we were finished with that, then we could open the curtains and we're straight into the remainder of the play. So I thought that was a very good idea, very good effect, and it worked very well indeed. Then we moved into the sitting room of the Paulson house, and again a good effect, well decorated. I felt, however, that the layout was a bit formal. We had the fireplace here, the door on this side, then we had a chair, a couch and a chair, almost in a line. And that, from a production point of view, caused some problems later on, because we got a sort of a line-up of people across the stage in a straight line. And from the audience's point of view, subconsciously, that is not a very interesting picture to see people in a line across the stage. I'll talk a little bit more about that perhaps under production. But a lot of work went into the setting in the sitting room. The wallpaper would not be my own personal choice, however, but that's only a small thing. Obviously, Maggie had her eye on this particular piece of wallpaper and had it in her sitting room. Then we moved into the shop here, and again, an excellent setting here, plenty of stock, excellently stocked. We had the grocery on this side and we had the hardware over here. And all of the various props that were required. We had the till, the ringing till, we had the scales of the pound weight, which is mentioned in the script later on, and it's very nice to see the amount of thought and effort that went into the acquiring of the various bits and pieces that were required there. We moved then into Act 3, and there is a time lapse between Act 2, the end of Act 2 and Act 3, and that was suggested here very nicely tonight by small touches. They didn't overdo it. To move some of the stock out. Obviously Maggie had some sales in the meantime. We got the collection box in. There were a few small bits and pieces on the stage that indicated the passage of time without overdoing it, without stripping the entire set and putting in a different set of stock, because she would obviously be replacing the stock that she had sold. So overall, I thought some very good work here by the backstage people in terms of the setting of the play. We move on then to the costume. I thought in the opening scene for the funeral, very appropriate, all the family appropriately dressed for the funeral, and in fact throughout the play the costuming was of a high standard indeed and contributed to the characterizations that were created by the actors. The makeup, I mentioned this before, heavy makeup on a stage where you're very close to the audience can look like heavy makeup, and it has to be a little bit more subtly done in terms of using shadows instead of lines, so that you get the effect across the audience without drawing their attention to the fact that the actors or the actresses are actually made up. But the makeup people gave good help here to the actors and actresses in trying to achieve the aging that was required in certain cases. The lighting was very effective and worked very well. And finally, the sound effects. Now, we had no opening music tonight, and I was delighted that we didn't have opening music tonight, because every play has become a sort of a tradition or a convention nowadays that before the play starts we have music to set the scene. And it's a good idea sometimes, but it doesn't have to be done all the time. So I was delighted tonight that the producer said, okay, this is the scene opening in the graveyard, we'll have the sound of the bell ringing, and that's it. And it worked very well. So he doesn't lose any marks. If anything, he gains marks for not using music when he didn't feel there was anything appropriate to be used in that situation. So under the heading of presentation, the set, the makeup, props, costume, lighting, and sound effects, very good work here by the Ballypickus Drama Group, and congratulations to the people who are working backstage. Now we move on to the production. The producer tonight, Tim O'Gorman. One thing I liked about this production tonight was it was a tight production. The intervals were kept to a minimum. And thank God for that, because a play like this, which has 6 different scenes, needs to be moved along at a fairly sharp pace in order to maintain the audience's interest. And there's nothing that can kill an audience interest more than long intervals between scenes when there's no need for them. Now we had a long interval because the set had to be changed. That's understandable, and that worked out very well. And even that interval was kept to the minimum possible. So I liked the producer's touch here, where he closed the curtains, ended the scene, time elapsed, opened the curtains, and we're into the next scene. So that was very well done there by the producer and by the cast and the backstage people. They got everything ready for the next scene, and we moved straight into it then. He made very good use, the producer tonight, of the acting area. This extension here and bringing the actors and actresses in through the audience. It solved a lot of problems for him. And he handled that area very well, and we got the impression of being actually in the graveyard and part of the people who were in the graveyard, and these people passed in and out, up and down, made their entrances and exits. And then once we got in here, inside the arch here, then we stayed here for the rest of the play. So I thought that the actors responded very well to the producer here and made very good use of that and came in character, and that's important, that once they left the back of the hall, they were in character all the way right up to the very front. Talking through the laughs, again, we've had this at various other productions during the festival. You have to time your next line after a laugh so that you don't actually come in through it and lose the words or kill off the laugh, which is even worse indeed. The scene with Teddy and Maggie, this love scene where Maggie sees that Teddy is interested in Gareth and she decides to move in order to upset the various apple carts. I think that scene needs more building up from a production point of view in order to achieve what is intended here. Teddy, you know, he fell for her very easily tonight. There must be more of a come-hither from Maggie, I feel, that makes him feel that he can make these advances. And I think the kisses there between Teddy and Maggie need a little bit more rehearsal, a little bit half-hearted from somebody like Teddy yourself. The pace throughout the play was nice and snappy, particularly when Maggie was on stage. She kept it moving along very, very well. But perhaps there's need for more variety. Instead of pushing it on, and I liked the way the play was pushed on and the pace was maintained, but you must also then look for variety. You can't keep it moving at the same pace all the time. You must look for areas in which to slow down slightly, other areas then where you can speed it up again. But there was a nice snappy pace throughout. There was some nice production work in the final scene here when Mary Madden came in, and Maggie was inside here waiting to confront her. And the work, I thought, here was helped by the producer in terms of the body positions that the actors, or the actresses in this case, adopted. We had Maggie over here with a very, very strong posture. She was obviously in charge, and poor old Mary was over here with her head down and her hands in front of her. So if they never said a word, and we just opened the curtain and looked at those two people, we knew what was going on. We could see who was in charge, the person who was dominant, the person who was submissive. And that was nice work there from the producer. And a lot of that throughout the play, I thought, particularly as far as Maggie was concerned. And I liked the final scene. I thought there was good confrontation here. When Mrs. Madden came in, the sparks began to fly in earnest. She was the only one who was really able to stand up to Maggie, although she didn't win out in the end, but she put up a very good fight until she was overcome. So again, good work there by the producer. So overall, I thought a lot of thought went into the production, and congratulations to Tim O'Gorman for all the work that he has done on this production. Now we move on to the acting, and I'll go through the various people that we had, the various characters. Now, I've said it before in this festival, and I've said it before in adjudications, that one of the things that you must look for in a production, from an acting point of view, is you must look for the meanings behind the words. And not all lines in the play have the same weight. They shouldn't be all given the same weight. And the producer and the actors and actresses must sit down and work together and say, you know, what are the important lines here? Which lines need to be pointed? And we had some very good examples tonight of the pointing of lines, particularly from Bernie Whelan as Maggie. But we didn't have the same expertise in all the other characterizations. So that's a general comment on the acting, that you need to feel the emotion before you can say the words with conviction. Otherwise, it just comes, as I say, from the teeth out. It's just a surface interpretation of what's being said. So you need to delve a little bit deeper into the characters in some cases. Now, acting is not creating reality on the stage. We know that Maggie is not up here. We know that shotgun is not going to be used. But she must create, and they must create, all of the actors together must create an illusion of reality, a representation of reality. And to do that, you have to think very carefully about what you're saying, why you're saying it, what reactions you expect, what reactions you get, and so on. Now, to go into the individual performances, first of all, we had the central character, the title character of the play, Maggie Polpin, and this was played by Bernie Whelan tonight. And I felt from the very first time that we saw Maggie here in the cemetery, in the graveyard, we knew something about her. We knew something about this person, this character. And that came from her appearance, her attitude, and her posture. She got the strength of the character from the very, very opening sequences of the play. And she maintained it and developed it as the play went on. She got it in her voice, in her delivery, in her posture, in her movement, in her gesture. All of these were coordinated very well to come together to create the character on the stage, and I thought that was very well achieved indeed. And as I've said, she has a very good ability to point her lines, particularly the closing lines, the final lines in each scene. If you remember, she had one line there, "It's about time I learned to drive," just before she went off, and we really got the full impact of what that line meant. And then she said, "I was just looking for something, I found it," when she was talking to Gareth after she had the scene with Teddy. But these lines were so well delivered that there was more to them than just what was actually said. We got the feeling behind the lines, and that's what I've been looking for throughout the festival in all the performances that I've seen, and I thought that it came across very strongly tonight here in this production and in the interpretation by Bernie Whelan. She was very realistic when she was having to do with poor old Kate. It's no wonder Kate's hair is short after all the rehearsals. She probably had long hair when they started off. But there was no holds bar there. She really got into it and she really made it real. She created a realistic setting or a realistic scene for her. No inhibitions whatsoever from this actress. She played the part, played it very well. All the lines she had to give, she got the vulgarity, she got the harshness, she got the bitterness in the part. So I felt that this was acting at a very high level indeed, and that was Bernie Whelan as Maggie Polpin in the title role. Then we had the old man and the old woman. This was Billy Gorman and Peg Pruitt. I felt that that was a good team performance. They were like, you could believe these were the types that you would find in a situation like this. An old man and an old lady in the graveyard looking for the graves of their friends and so on. So to both of them, congratulations on creating these two little cameos, small little parts, but they created them as believable characters. Billy Gorman and Peg Pruitt. Well done. We came on then to Gert Anne Brennan. Anne has a very good expressive face, and she was good, I thought, in the scene with Teddy, because you conveyed her sort of innocence and her niceness, in inverted commas, and that was to contrast with the character of Katie. That she was the nice girl, Katie was something else. She wasn't as nice anyway, just to put it mildly. I thought that Anne Brennan got this feeling in the scene with Teddy particularly, and she had a very good reaction when she came in then and she found her mother and Teddy in this clinch. So well done to Anne Brennan in the part of Gareth. The next character we have Ned O'D as Byrne. Good entrance in the opening scene, came in through the audience. He looked right for the part. Now, this man obviously has experience on the stage, because we had a little bit of a problem early on in the play where the lines went a little bit out of synchronization, and some very important lines about the dead man had been left out, because Ned got a cue that was further on, halfway down the next page. Now, I was just looking at the script and said, how are they going to get out of this? What's going to happen here? Are they going to leave those lines out and carry on? Are they going to go back and try and pick them up? Which is a very difficult thing to do, because you're doing it all here in front of an audience and doing it from memory. And I must say, full marks to Ned O'D. He went back, picked up, carried on. And the most important thing was that he did it all in character. He did it all in character, without ever letting us see that there was a problem, and the audience had no idea that there was a problem there, and I won't tell you where it was, you'll have to guess where it was yourself. But he did it so well that you wouldn't even know there was a problem, and I thought that was very good teamwork on the stage. Wouldn't you have somebody like that, a reliable actor on the stage who can get other people out of problems, then he's an asset indeed. So I felt that he got a good sense of the character throughout, and I felt it was a nice performance from Ned O'D. Well done, Ned. Then we had Michael McAvoy as Morris, the son who wants to be married. Now, this character needs to build up the frustration, like he's frustrated enough in the opening scene, and that has to build the fact that he won't get the money to get married, and he wants to get married. It has to build up until finally he bursts out in the final scene and says, look, he's going to go off to England and so on. Now, tonight Michael McAvoy got that sort of frustration all right, but I felt it had to be built on a little bit more, so that his final outburst comes from a slow, gradual build-up. And when it comes then, it's sort of pent-up emotion has to come really spilling over on top of it. But it's a difficult part because his lines aren't that helpful to the creation of the character. So he did a good job with what he had available to him, and that was Michael McAvoy as Morris. Then we had Cathal Gorman as Nick. This was the younger son who was defiant. He was the one who stood up to his mother early on and wasn't afraid to lay down the law, take the money out of the box and go off to England. And I thought he created that little character. Disappears at a very early stage of the play, goes off to England, but he created a credible character and then he disappeared, unfortunately. He doesn't come back in any more into the play. That was Cathal Gorman as Mick. Then we had Mary Scully as Katie. This is the contrast to Gert. Katie is more worldly, shall we say, than Gert, to put it mildly. And we got that contrast tonight in the characters between the two girls. In the scene with the mother, in Act 1, Scene 2, where she has this confrontation with the mother, I think that has to be worked on a little bit more in terms of Katie starts off as being very defiant to the mother, but then as the mother begins to reveal her hand, she knows so much about Katie and what has been going on that she begins to crumble very slowly, and eventually she's a beaten woman and she accepts what her mother wants her to do. And I feel that has to be developed a little bit more, particularly in the production. But a very credible and believable character from Mary Scully as Katie. Then we have Christy Wallace as Teddy Heelan, the commercial traveller. He looked the part of the commercial traveller. Nice cheeky approach to the part in the beginning, a sort of not in the same sort of situation as the people who are in the play. He's coming in from the outside and he's an outsider and he has a different approach to life. But I feel that he needed a smoother line of chat up when he was chatting up both Gert and Maggie, because this fellow, we learned from the script that he's very well practiced and is very assured. Now maybe Maggie knocked him off his stride when he ran into her here, but I feel that needs to be played with a little bit more confidence. But a good performance there from Christy Wallace as Teddy Heelan. And then we came to the Madden family. At a very late stage in the play, they make their appearance towards the end of the play. We have Claire Coffey as Mary Madden. Good appearance. I thought her shyness and the fact that she was ill at ease was very well conveyed through her posture and gesture and movement when she came onto the stage. And then she got the strength of the character when she had to stand up to Maggie, and then she crumbled again. So quite a lot of acting to be done in a very small part at a very late stage in the play, and I thought she did it very well. That was Claire Coffey as Mary Madden. And finally then we had the mammy, Mary Lawler, playing the part of Mrs. Madden. No nonsense approach here to the part. Good aggressive attack on Maggie when she came in, all guns blazing. She was going to lay down the law. Good confrontation with Maggie. Good characterisation, again in a small part. And her final glare at Maggie as she went out the door, I thought was a nice little touch, where she gave her she wasn't able to beat her any other way, but at least she wasn't going to submit to her. So again, a small part, but a lot of good work there from Mary Lawler as Mrs. Madden. And so finally we come to the entertainment value, and I felt tonight we got a very good production of Big Maggie, in which Bernie Whelan brought the title part to life, and the remainder of the cast contributed each in their own way to an entertaining interpretation of this John B. Keane play, bringing the festival to a close. So our thanks to the Ballythiclis Drama Group for their production of Big Maggie.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm called Mr. Dan Hogan, Ballythiclis, Chairman of the Leeds Drama Association, come up here and close the festival this year.
Ladies and gentlemen, and you're very welcome here to Spain College, the closing night of our festival. It's great to see a full house again, and that has been the way all through our festival, and it's very much appreciated by the festival committee. As it's the closing night, first of all I'd like to thank our adjudicator for the festival, Mr. John Martin. Our sponsors for the festival, the Collection Hotel, the Leinster Express, ACC Bank, Crazy Prices Portlaoise, Irish National Building Society, Kelton Bakery, NB and Brian Kenrick. I'd also like to thank the Nationals, Radio 3 and Big Ed. Thank you for your coverage. Our awards night is on the 5th of March, and anybody wishing to attend that function can have tickets from your own committee members or any member of the Laois Drama Committee. I'd like to thank all the groups for taking part and for the excellent entertainment we had over the past number of weeks, and I'd ask you to give them all a big hand. Our festival committee for the efforts they put in running our festival. Thanks to everybody. So, ladies and gentlemen, there's nothing left for me to say except to officially close our festival for 1993. Thank you very much and safe home to everyone.
Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of Ballyticket Drama Group, I want to thank you all for your support here tonight. The large crowd is very much appreciated as a result of all the efforts and all the rehearsing since about last October. Thank you very much. We now have the raffle.